Alrighty, yo, it's your boy Zioxis, bro, and we're gonna be talking about something that I've canceled my subscription, as you guys seen there. We're gonna be talking about something that people have been asking me, right? If I quit BBS, I'm gonna just tell you right now, the answer is no, right? I'm gonna talk about why I haven't been uploading much on BBS. I'm sure most of you guys know. I have another channel where, is that like, wow, great, who cares? Uh, okay, so I know a lot of you guys see that I upload a lot on Nikke, and that's basically what brought upon this topic. If I quit BBS, because on BBS I'm giving you guys like honestly one video every 4 to 7 days. While on Nikke I'm uploading 4 or 5 videos a day, and I know some of you guys have seen it and brought it up to me, right? And no, I haven't quit BBS. It's just BBS has become honestly, like, I'm tired of coping with BBS, or I'm tired of sitting here making a video every time BBS is in a dead state and saying, "Oh, we need 1,000 Year Blood War." We don't. I'm sorry. At this point of time, even if they were, I do think K-Lab flopped 100% with the 1,000 Year Blood War. Like the fact that they had the anime and was up on top, like they were up on the key. They were up on the key and just flopped, right? They didn't do anything with it in terms of characters, right? Which kind of like, I don't know, hurt people. Like a lot of people have quit BBS because like they're just tired of BBS. You know what I mean? And I understand, right? But it's not that I dislike BBS. It's not that I like. It's just the problem with me, right? With BBS right now, it's honestly it's the content, right? And that's why I say I'm no longer gonna cope, because if you watch any one of my videos like a year ago, or like 10 months ago, you would see that I always said this game has a lot of content, this game has a lot of content. And it's like the game does have content, but it's just it's not fun. I want to say the content in this game is not fun, right? Now I already know we're gonna have that one person come in and say, "Oh, Zeuxis, there's a lot you can do. You don't even do a lot of the content, right?" And it's because it's boring. You know what I mean? I don't have fun sitting in Brave Battle watching my minions go at it for 2 seconds and then it's done. Even in high PvP, you're there. The max amount of time you're there for is 10 seconds, if we're being honest. Literally, the highest tier of PvP, you're there for 10, if not 15 seconds, right? That's like, it's so boring, right? And then it's like, there's Guild Quest too. I don't even do Guild Quest because, like, I don't really care to, honestly. And even if I was to do Guild Quest, it's like, that would still take what? 3 minutes out of my 24 hours of the day, right? Like, where's the. I want to be able to play BBS for a long time. Now, in terms of what we could do for a long time, we have things like Arena, we have things like Co-op, we have things like Epic Raids. But the problem with these, all three, not really Co-op, but Epic Raids and Arena, is the fact it's the modding. It's modding, right? Like before, I didn't. When somebody asked me if how I feel about modding, I would always say I didn't care, right? Because it just didn't matter to me, right? It didn't matter to me one bit, to be honest. But it's annoying when I'm trying to have fun, and it's not even like, oh, I'm purposely joining modded rooms. They're just rooms where there's modders, right? I'm not gonna be able to tell. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and act like a goddess. If I see a room that says, "Hey, I'm modding," I'm joining it, right? But if there's like, I'm not sitting here waiting for that room to show up. You know what I mean? If it's just there when I refresh the not refresh, but when I open it the one time, if it's there, I'm gonna click on it. If I get in, I get in. If I don't, I don't. I just join another room. It is what it is. But the thing is, it's like, when there's, you don't even know if there's modders or not, right? So it's like, I could do Epic Raid all day. I could do it all day. But it's like, what am I really doing? What am I really doing? Right? Because if there's a modder in there, regardless, just getting rid of everything for me, why do I even need to, like, what fun am I having? Right? I don't have to worry about the game mechanics no more, because their bosses is just going to one-shot. I don't even have a chance, right? And it's not like I could ban the modder beforehand because I don't know who it is, right? It's not like it's one person. It's based, like, the whole game. I don't want to say the whole game. That's disrespectful. But majority of the game is modding because K-Lab allows it, essentially. They don't know how to handle modders in this game. That's why majority of the game is modding, right? Every day I open up Twitter, I see one of my friends, his name is Soap. Every day he plays Arena and he complains about how, oh, he can't have fun because there's a modder, 1 million points within a second. Like, and it's like, again, the only people who will fend this game till they die are the high tier. Like, I'm not even trying to come after nobody, but let's be realistic, right? It's the people who, like, play this game 24/7 and don't play anything else, right? Again, if you play this game 24/7, you truly, genuinely love this game, you play no other game, and BBS is your only game, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But stop trying to defend the game for every little thing, right? Because this is your only game. You know what I mean? That's the difference between me and everybody. And I don't want to say everybody else, but a lot of other people. I'm a content creator for BBS, but I will still tell you this is like, what's happening is a problem, right? It's just boring. You know what I mean? And so it's just, honestly, it's the fact that, like, the only fun I have on BBS is Senkaimon. Really. The only time I have fun on BBS is Senkaimon, right? Because I actually have to change my characters. I have to actually change my gear. I actually have to go in there, right? And that takes about, like, 2 hours, right, to get it all done. Right, 2-3-ish hours to get it all done because I take my time with it. But it's still, like, that's 2-3 hours out of a month. So I do it within the 2-3. Like, I'm not forced to do it all in one go, but it's like I might as well. Why am I going to do one stage a day, right? Because even if I do that, that's just worse. That's 10 seconds, I want to say. If not, max 2 minutes when you get to the harder stages. But early on, very early on, until like maybe stage 40, I want to say, that's like around 10 to like 50 seconds of just me doing the one stage. You know what I mean? Especially if how they're building characters nowadays. Right? How they're building characters nowadays is just getting easier and easier, right? So the problem with BBS essentially is the fact that they're making characters who are just making the game too easy, but they're not evolving the game with those characters, right? We have IT used to be so difficult. Then they start dropping characters like Ichigo, this Ichigo right here, Yamamoto. They start adding characters who just one shot, and they went nowhere with IT. Right? They started adding characters with Pierce Iron Skin. They have that, and they've been pushing forward with that. And they still have not upgraded IT or anything of it. We have Link slot characters now, right? Like Link slots, potion characters, like as Links. I can now put Aizen as a Link character and just go through the content that was already easy, but the content is not getting harder, right? So the problem with BBS, I feel like, as of right now, no matter what, is the fact that the content is not changing. It's not getting difficult. Nothing is happening, right? They're just dropping new characters who are one-tapping. The Quincy Ichigo that just came out is the new best tech unit, right? And the one we got before was 2 months ago, and that was the Toshiro. Like, within 2 months, we've gotten 2 broken tech characters. But within what? A year, 2 years, we haven't gotten no new, like, very difficult content for that, right? You can literally take Ichigo, you could take Tosha, you could take these characters into IT who are not even, like, I don't want to say not meant for them, but, like, you're supposed to take Super Link slot characters there, realistically, right, to get a bonus, right? You could take characters like Ichigo and Toshiro there, and they just one-tap the entire stage. You take Yamamoto there, he one-taps the entire stage. You take Ichigo there, he has Pierce Iron Skin, but he one-taps the entire stage. You know what I mean? They're making it that the characters just evolve, but the content doesn't. That's my problem with BBS right now, right? So it just gets like, it's like I could technically do a showcase on every character I own. But it's like, another thing about me, it's different with every content creator. But I want to give you guys videos that you guys care about. I'm not going to give you guys a showcase on the first anniversary or the first ever Ichigo in BBS in 2023. Like, nobody's going to care about that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that's just my opinion on it. Again, I didn't quit. I'm just hoping that one day they already said they're going to, like, add content. But I hope it's actually content, not no bum, like, you know, no ass content. You know what I'm talking about? Not no brawl quest where it's still very, very easy. Nothing like this. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion on it. That's just what I'm going through with BBS. But you guys let me know if you agree with me. Especially the people who quit the game and are still watching somehow. If you're here, let me know what your experience is. But that's basically why I haven't uploaded as much BBS. I'm not quitting the game. I'm not quitting the YouTube channel. I'm just going to focus right now on my Nikke channel where I could do stuff because there's stuff to actually record, right? Every single day they have a new mode of something very difficult that even whales, people who spend thousands and thousands of dollars weekly, struggle to beat. right? There's nothing in this game that whales can't be. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna come after whales though. It's what it is. But Nikke is a game where whales struggle, literally, because it's like you have to use your brain. You don't just press auto and go. There's no modding. You have to actually use your brain. You can't play on auto. You have to actually use your brain and understand what's happening, right? I know people are not gonna understand because everybody sees Nikke as a game with girls with just big bums. But no, if you play the game and you get into the end game of the game, you're going to understand why that game has, I could do so much videos for that game. I can do showcases for that game because I could take characters into many difficult content where they're going to shine, where they're not going to shine, and all that type of stuff. So you guys let me know if you agree with me. Not on the Nikke part, but about like my thoughts on BBS, and that's that, bro. I'm out. Peace.